on you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
11 empty. 11 empty. 11.
Moore, the man in motion.
11 Thomas. 11. 11.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now it's Burrow. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, really a fantastic play, not only to pick that off, but he had to run a long way, Charles, the other direction to hit pay dirt. He did it, and they've got the first lead.
And that certainly changes the early tone of this game, doesn't it, partner? One moment, they were going to be in early control. Now they just have a few moments to clear their heads and get back out there against an electrified defense.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Moore, the man in motion. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. The Vikings sit 4-6 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
11 MT.
Cook is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Line of scrimmage, again, the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
11.
Second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Again, it's Cook. And he will again run into a wall as he is stopped at the 4-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Stafford. Again, he finds more. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now on 2nd and 13. Stafford. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they're going to get this up to midfield. So 7 yards for the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the 50 at Stafford. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
On second down, McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Stafford now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
McPherson's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Here we go.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
11 MT, tight. 11
Moore, the man in motion.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Now it's Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Burrow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18. Moore, the man in motion.
11 MT, tight. 12, 12, 12.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Cook. Looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Your play lost the yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11
Now they'll
MT,
put a
11
receiver in motion left.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11 Thomas.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. This just a 24-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Complete. It's Henry. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
To the air again, Stafford. Open here, Adam Thielen.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Stafford. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first. Now this from 43.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this 1st half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Welcome back
Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either, so certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
There he goes, left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. DJ Moore, his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will tie things up at 13. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
For first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Stafford on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up fourth down. Here we go with McCaffrey. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Where they were on the field, kind of no man's land. Do you like the call?
I love the call. Almost had to go for it there, right? Because of what you just described. Too far for the field goal, too short for the punt. You might punt in the end zone and just get a good field position anyway.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Christian McCaffrey, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
Vikings 13.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Burrow's throw complete there to Moore.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
11.
Burrow will throw. And complete right side to Cook. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. First down, here's Burrow. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Rondale Moore, 29 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie things at 20 all. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford, blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's the Panthers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Around the NFL, they've gone to the 3rd in Cleveland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
12, 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
Now Burrow on first down. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. DJ Moore, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Vikings have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Stafford. Going to be caught here left side. Moore. Here's 2nd and a yard. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 122 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. Down to about the 37.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And right side, Henry's got it. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. 15 yards there for number 15.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. To try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. From the 36, Stafford. He's got room at the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. On first down, Stafford here. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Again, it's Stafford. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Off of play action, here's Stafford. Open man is Thielen, it's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Adam Thielen, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. McPherson on for the point after. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score, Vikings.
So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go.
The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here.
Here we go, here we go. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. Here's Tressway now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They missed a little too far to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Vikings, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, what else is new? They fall again. That's now 10 straight losses to start the year. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.